What's up, everybody? That's right here. It's an all-new playthrough. It's Ease 6. Now, might be wondering why I started with Ease 6 and not Ease 1 or something. Reason being, I've played all the other Ease games. The only one I haven't played besides 6 is 9. I love this series. The first one I played was 7 on the PSP. I fucking fell in love with this game, and since then I played all of them. I know they re-released them on the PSP 1 and 2, which I played down there. I also played Ultra Felgana on the PSP. I think I've played all the Ys games on the PSP actually, minus 8. 8 I played on the PS4, which I fucking loved, and I platinumed that shit. Last time I played Ys game would have been Ys 8 last year. It was like right before I finished it, like right before 9 came out, which I don't have yet. But I was like, you know what? I gotta play this one first because I was on Steam and I was like, oh shit, dude! Like XE publisher has a sale, and this game was like $4.99. I was like, bro, like, come on, I gotta play it. So anyways, yeah. That's why we're playing this. So let's start. Normal's fine. The E series also has some of the best fucking music. What is it, Isha? Oh, it's nothing. I just thought I felt the wind steering, that's all. The wind? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Some pointy ears. It's really nothing, don't worry. Could I listen to you play some more? I love the sound of your flute. I'd be happy to oblige. What on earth? Adel. He's an Arisian. But how did he wash up here? That's the first for an Arisian. Is he dead? No, he's still breathing at least. But if we don't do something for him soon, Isha, can you watch over him for me? I'll go back to the village and call the others. Okay. He's got no tail. And his ears are so small too. But his hair is so red, almost like fire. What? No. Was that? I thought I'd finally stopped seeing them. Why? Why just looking at him make me... I can't stop shaking. I'm scared. I'm really, really scared. The fuck is she tripping on? Jesus. Alright. That shit was loud as fuck when it first started. I was like, holy shit. To think the day would come when a Region would wash up on our shores. And a warrior, no less, judging by the steel sword he has with him. Who could have possessed him to bring him here? Forgive me, Uncle. If I'd done nothing, this young man would have been with us no longer. Thought this would be the best place to treat his injuries. You know full well that the villagers' distrust of Regions these days is greater than it ever was. You are our priestess. Such careless conduct on your part will only make the situation worse. But Oh, thank Alma, you're finally awake. Do you understand our language? Adel gently nodded his head. That simplifies matters then. I am Ord, chief of the Rada. What is your name, right-handed Region? Adel introduced himself and thanked Ord for helping him. You Regions truly do have the strangest names. And if anything, you should save your thanks for this young lady. She was the one who found you washed ashore, tended to your injuries. My name is Ola. I have given you some basic first aid, but your wounds haven't yet closed completely. I'll need you to take it easy and get some much-needed rest for my sake, please? I'll have no such thing. He may be a powerless Region, but he is young, and he will recover quickly. As soon as you are able, I must ask that you leave here at once. Uncle, if you could just reconsider. Do not forget your position, Ola. You are the priestess and a child of Alma. You will conduct yourself as such. Please don't mind him. He's really not so cold as he would have you believe. Though I'm sorry to say that, when it comes to Regions, he's never been the most patient of men. Lately, especially so. Anyway, rest as long as you need. Chirp, 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 chirp. So they have pointy ears and fucking tails. Oh. The girl pointed at Adel's equipment. Nah, she brought us her shit. Good girl. Now we're dressed. Alright. I need to learn the controls, because I tried testing this out. The options menu tells you the controls for the fucking keyboard. He jumps fucking weird. Just like looks funny. How do I even open the menu? Oh shit. What button was that? The right trigger. I mean the fucking R3 button, dude. That's weird. Can I change that? Yeah, see, it tells you keyboard controls. Oh well, whatever, I'll figure it out. This looks like they live inside trees. Oh, you're awake. It's nice to see you up and about, by the way. There's a lot more color in your cheeks compared to before. You've been asleep for 3 whole days now. I thought your wounds healed quickly enough. You still weren't coming along as much as I would have liked. You know what? Let me turn it down just a tad. It's gonna go quiet for a second. I think that went down. Hold on. Yeah. Alright, let me do that. I don't know if I read this, I'm just gonna read it again. I was starting to worry, but I feel much better now. It's clear that you've made a full recovery. I think that works better. Okay. Oh, where are my manners? If I may, let me introduce myself again. I'm the priestess of the Reda tribe, Ola. I believe you said your name's Adel? Would you mind telling me how you washed up on this island? Adel explained that, while riding a pirate ship, he had fallen overboard when they were attacked by the Roman fleet near the Great Vortex. Pirate? Roman? I'm afraid the details are a bit lost on me, but your story appears to match that of the other regions here. You must have plenty of questions yourself. If I can help, I'd be happy to answer them. So what would you like to know? Tell me about your ears and your tail. Those? It must be an unusual sight for you. Everyone who comes from the outside, we call them Norwegians, is surprised when they first see them. With such short ears and no tail to speak of, however, I must confess that to us, you're the unusual ones. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective, but our thinking's not so different yours and mine. How the That doesn't explain why you guys have them. We are a tribe that has resided on the Canaan Island since ancient times. We live under the protection of the goddess Alma, and she bestows us with blessings from the forest and the sea. From my experience, Norwegians don't typically think of nature the same way we do, so it may sound a little strange. There are many people on the islands who came from the outside the Great Vortex, much like you did. We call these people Regions. These days, the Regions have settled on Canaan Island to the northeast in a village made from stone. Although if you're looking to see for yourself, I'm sorry to say that it isn't possible to travel there at the moment. The Canaan Islands is an archipelago surrounded by the very same Great Vortex you found yourself in. We live on the first of these islands, Quatera Island, which is rife with foliage. The second one is where the Origins live, Canaan Island. It is covered by vast plains and mountains. Finally, there is Zemeth Island, a place of ruin in the center of the inland sea. That's the Canaan Islands in a nutshell. Oh, you met her? Her name is Isha. She's my younger sister. As to why she's been avoiding you, well, she's always been a little shy around Norwegians. I hope you won't take it to heart. Isha may be quieter than most, but she's a very sweet and thoughtful young lady. Do try and get along with her, would you? The giant man. That would be Ord. He's the chief of Reda, as well as my uncle. He's a warrior and hunter, as well as a wise man who is well versed in the legends relative to these islands. By the way, Adel? Please try to let what he said Please try not to let what he said bother you too much. We have a long history, shall we say, with the Regions, so he tends to be rather obstinate towards them. I'd like to think that he'll change his mind about you once you open yourself up to him. Alright. To attend to my duties as a priestess, I'll be here for a little while longer. Adel, please don't hesitate to ask if there's something else you'd like to know. Can I run faster? I don't think so. I think she came in here, right? Yeah. What's on the right brain? Whoops, did not mean to do that. Nope. Alright, cool. You're up, I see. I'm Silva, a Redden warrior. I might have been the one who carried you here, but, well, because old asked me to. Made a mistake. I'm sure as hell wouldn't have helped in a region otherwise. Well, that's rude. You think if there's so many regions that like end up here like stranded, you think they'd get along with them by now? You know, they're segregated to their own island. Heek! I'm sorry, I didn't know you were there. Oldest told me all about you. How are you feeling? Better? Sure. I'm gonna go inside your house. Wait, is this you again? Nah, you must have a sister. Your mother? Oh, so you're the region Alda brought here. You're such a vibrant shade of red. You look pretty handsome. She does look like a hoe. That smirk on her face. Perhaps a little gullible too. Wow, dude. She's a hussy. You're the one who... Aren't you not? She looks like a bitch. The region Ola wastes her energy looking after you. I just don't understand what goes on in the mind of her sometimes. Red and Priestess shouldn't stoop to associate with you filthy Regians. I will most certainly need to have a word about this. Alright, bitch. Oh, so you're the Regent I've been hearing so much about. We've had our fair share of troubles here lately, so everyone's feeling a little on edge. Don't you go do anything to make things worse, young man, understand? I'll go fuck up your house. This guy's drunk. Cool. Hey, you drunk too? Heard of people getting red-faced when you're wasted. But never red hair, you crazy Regians. That guy's really fucked up. Oh shit. Climb up a ladder with my fucking legs and no hands. Alright. Oh, and a Regian. Might you be the one that's been the talk of the village then? I'm afraid I must warn you, there are many Red-Ins who don't think kindly of your people. This is not a fault of yours, of course. Our history with the Regians of these islands extends far beyond today. So while some here may speak ill of you, try not to take it to heart, alright? Oh, who are you? Alright. Who are you? And just walks away. What breeds on a Regian here? This looks like the human version of the, I'm not a huge fan of Dragon Ball, but you know the pig? He's got ears just like this. This guy looks like him. What breeds an Regian here? I suppose the fact that you wander the village so freely means you have Ort's consent. You're a Regian? What are you doing here? Did I go in here? I don't think I did. Nope. Who are you? You got tiny ears and no tail. Are you Kevin's friend? Who the fuck is Kevin? Oh, are you the Regian that Ola was talking about? I can't tell if this is a dude or a chick. My, you're lucky Chief Ord allowed you to stay here. I'm gonna assume it's a chick because they laugh like hee. Oh, hello. Kevin's normal dude too. Judging by your appearance, you're from Europe, I assume. Washed up in the shores of Quateria Island, did you? What made the Red-Ins here even paid you a second glance? The name's Kevin. I was washed up along these islands a while back, same as you. What am I doing here? Well, the usual. I came from the neighboring Cannon Island for work. I'm a man of business, you see. Speaking of business, is there anything you need? Let me know and I'll be happy to provide. He's a merchant. The merchant music, dude. Now fucking baseline. Cheeto nut. Covers 20 HP. Honey covers 50. Herb covers 100. Cameo cures poison. I have no money. Defense +8. Whoops. Is there anything you need? Oh no. Fine. Oh. Run away! Stranger danger! Look at that combo swing. Take the controls, lens, this is save, alright. I don't know which way she went. That looked like a friendly creature for a second. Oh my god, so much blood, dude. Oh my god, we leave footprints if we walk through it. That is dark. Let's fucking cut the squirrel in the fucking oblivion. Wow. This thing's like sauce for boots. I kinda like the way it looks. They have a lot of fucking health. Jesus. Oh no. I'm poisoned. Wait. Did I pick something up right now? I did. I don't know if I'm supposed to be going this way yet. things are tricky, dude. I should outdrop the flowers. That'd be nice. I don't even know if I'm getting XP for this. Can't tell. Okay, can't go that way. So I don't know which. Actually, I don't know how many times this game was ported or like remade at all. So I don't know which version the Steam version is. Did I go that way? I'm set sure. Kill the fish. Oh wait, there's something over there. Oh no, it's a fish. Thought it was something that was like glittering in the water. It's just the fish facing the other direction. Do you watch something for me? Eek, your ears are so small, I can't no tell. Are you gonna reach in? You're gonna scream and eek. And then you're just gonna be like, the path leads farther underwater, but it is too deep to cross. I'll remember that. So she screams in terror, but she still asks you a question. Which Adel just ignores. Surprising those like squirrels have like 3-hit kills. Those birds stick forever. Some of the plant. Are you always here? Hey there, are you up and about already? We're as weak as a newborn when we rescued you from the beach. I seriously thought you might have been done for. Oh, by the way, my name's Largo. I might not look it tough, but I'm a Redden warrior through and through. Nice to meet you. Cut your sign, bro. Kill the weak stuff. Leads us in the right direction. Oh shit. I'll go this way first. Stampede! Can't hurt me, bitch. Dude, I do like no damage to this thing. What if I hit it from the back? Can I kill you, dude? What are these things you guys gonna drop? Ow. That hurt. You know what? Fuck you guys. Shoot or kill you. Hey, level up. Now I'm gonna do a little bit more damage. That crit hit. Button mash for the win. Trail of blood. What are these birds killing these guys? What? I think they're getting them off screen. Okay. Kill this one and move on. Shit, I thought he died. He's pretty dead. Another good experience. Oh my god, I'm getting bombarded. Oh no! Just getting wrecked for a second. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Nobody wants you here. Oh, I found a ward. You must be Adel. I've heard much about you from the chief. My name is Quibble. I'm a warrior and hunter. Washing up the way you did must have been a terrible ordeal. And while it pains me to say this, you have my sympathy. The unfortunate truth for you is that those who end up here are stranded on the Cannon Islands forever. I understand that it's not one you would like to hear, but it's best that you face it and adjust to your new life here. Well, that sucks. I see you're back on your feet. You're recovering much more swiftly than I expected. Though you're still nothing more than a powerless regime, you must have undergone some manner of training. Adel, thank the chief for allowing him to rest in the village. As I've said once before, you have no reason to thank me. Ola was the one who found and treated you. While others may have assisted, I kept me at distance. As far as I'm concerned, you are an unwanted guest who should leave the moment you're able. Fortunately, the bridge in its current state. The island you see is called Canyon Island. It's roughly twice the size of this one, and on its eastern shore is a stone town built by the Originals. You'll be able to meet more of your Tellus brethren there. For now, you will remain stranded here. As you can see, the bridge is currently impossible to cross. This did not occur naturally. The rope shows clear signs of being burned. What's more, during the confusion caused by the bridge's collapse, something very important to us vanished from the village. This was nearly a month ago. Naturally, we have no reason to do such a thing, which leaves only the Origians as potential culprits. I doubt you have any connection to this, considering that you washed ashore a mere 3 days ago. But surely even you can understand why your presence in the village makes the villagers wary, can you not? I will permit you to remain in the village until the bridge has been repaired. However, Ola and Isla are descended from Alma, and their bloodline that the priestesses long guided our tribe. Stay away from them, lest you cause the villagers any more unease than you already have. Chief Ward has been unusually irritable lately. Most likely it's because he's worried for his son on the other side of the bridge. Well, let's go the other direction. Oh god. Yitch. So many. Holy shit. What? Fuck you guys. What? I'll fuck you up. That's what I meant. Oh god. So what does it seem my experience? There is 625. Very curious how much these guys give. Decent. It's almost like they give it to you to grind. They just take time. It's hard, a long time to kill. Squirrels probably don't give a shit. Fucking one. What a joke. Do I get money for killing these guys? I do. Alright, let's go down. 427. Let's see. Oh shit, let's see how much these guys give. $17. More crit hits, please. Trickery. I really do like these design of these guys. Fucking sword beaks. Avoid the poison. Okay. Where did this chick run off to? Found in prayer. Found her. Oh, that's the other one. There you are, Ella. I hadn't expected you would wander this far into the forest, but I wanted to make sure. Hey, she's got a bow. I didn't see you in the village, so I thought you might be lost. Looks like I did all that worrying for nothing. This area is called the Fountain of Prayer. It's a holy place to us Reda. Legends state that the water here is imbued with the breath of Alma, so we use it for both rituals and healing. I used it to purify your wounds as well. By the way, did you happen to see Isha on your way here? I couldn't find her anywhere in the village either. That'll explain that Isha ran away from me at the entrance to the village. She did? I hope you'll forgive her. She really is a sweet girl, but she's twice as shy. Even I must admit that she's been behaving stranger than usual, though. I wonder if she's keeping something from me. Oh, look at me going on and on. I should be boring you with this. I'd like to take a look at a few more places she might have gone before returning home. Try and take it easy, alright? Your wounds have only just healed, so I don't want you overexerting yourself. I am Class A adventurer. So I've gone everywhere. Piece of shit. Oh shit. Walked right into that poison. That's one of the level up for the health. I know all the way to the left. And one area is blocked off. I wonder if it's not blocked anymore. Yeah, I might be able to kill these guys. That was a great hit though. Like I said, I think I can kill them now without only have to avoid them once. Yep. I love these games so much. Anybody come back yet? Talk. Oh, is looking for Isha? I saw Isha heading towards the Moonset Shore. We've been there. Let's go. That's where the fat kid was. Cut them into pieces. Is she over here now? Well, the fat kid's gone. Oh, there she is. Oh. You need something. I'll explain to Isha that Ola was looking for her. She is. Okay, I'll go and find her then. So shy. Right, now I'm assuming she went up to the area that was blocked. Whoops, I missed. Oh, it's still blocked. Oh, did this lead anywhere? I couldn't. That was just a chest. Fuck out of here, squirrel. Come back. She came back from the shore a short while ago, but then she left for the fountain. Oh my god. Back to the fountain! Saw me, bitch. Get out of here. It's almost like they put you back and forth in these areas to just get these early levels. Yeah, this still hurt me a little bit. Get your ass down here. You dodge me. I dodge you. Ow, you. Alright, now I'm pissed. Where the fuck you going? You're trying to fly away? Dude! Alright, I'm not going anywhere until I kill this piece of shit. There we go. All is right in the world. So far these little guys who do their fucking tiny ass horns. Get critted. Ooh, a shiny. Bitch. Why is the wrong way? Is there a map in this thing? I don't think so. Wait. Did I really go the wrong way? Oh, I didn't, did I? Maybe I did. Oh, I did. Whoops. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense that it's sending us back to that area. There's a save point where you find it, so I would assume you find like a boss or something there. Poison you, bitch. Back up. What am I doing level-wise? 345? I still got a ways to go. Although I think the save point heals us. Yep. What did I say? Ooh, big guy. It's like a dinosaur. It's like body's ripping itself apart. Special dinosaur. Look at that face. Oh no. Fucking heroic. What? Oh, he should have stand back. Oh, that can't be good. Oh god. Oh, I forgot we could jump. Is that like a stabbing? Look at that, dude. Jump up and slam into the ground. Oh god. Oh, I forgot to jump. Shit. Dude, that fucking hurt. Oh, he hurts you on the backswing? How do I use an item in battle? Oh, I can't open the menu. This fight's not too hard, but I need to find out how to heal in battle. Alright. I know I have health items. Is there a way to... maybe you have to like equip them. Bullshit. It's weird, you hit his head, he still doesn't take damage. Oh, bullshit. Get ya. Now my fucking 0 damage. Oh, that was close. I guess I could have gone to the village and bought better armor. Damage for the win. Ooh. I almost got stuck there. Ooh. Almost jumped too early. No! Oh, you sneaky bitch. I didn't think he was gonna do that. I was so close. That's fine. I can get him without the heals. Need more crit hits is what I need. It's weird that you can hit his arms and shit. But you don't do any damage. Oh no, I can't move, I'm stuck. Oh, that's bullshit. Now I'm just tempted to die and redo it. I wonder if you can break it if you hit it enough. nobody sold a better sword. I really wish I had all that health back. I got stuck in him when he did that fire, I couldn't move. I'm surprised he hasn't done a fire attack. I'm waiting for it. Oh, he doesn't run away. Nice. Got him. Bitch. Oh god, run away. Calamity slain. Oh shit, our sword broke. Your idol's sword was broken during the battle with the mighty beast. Hey. Are you okay? Adel nodded to let her know that he had no major injuries. That's good. I'm sorry. I thought you were a bad person. No! Ah. Wow, dude. Sacred arrow. Disintegrated. Sis? Thank goodness we made it in time. I gathered all of the warriors and hurried here when I heard that abominable roar. But I can't believe that first calamity hunt in a decade ended so anticlimactically. You should tell me what you did for her. As you not arrived when you did, I can't imagine what might have come to pass. I'm so very grateful to you for saving her, Adel. Recall that monster you fought, a wandering calamity. Numerous such monsters have appeared near here since ancient times, leaving nothing but destruction in their wake. It's been some time since the last sighting. 10 years ago, when 3 appeared at once. We were able to defeat them, but our victory was not without the loss of many fine reddened warriors. Young Irigian. No. Idle Christian. I'm deeply impressed by your actions. Ordinarily, weapons of steel are completely ineffective against a wandering calamity. Even if they were able to weaken one, defeating it would be physically impossible. The only way to pierce its thick shell is to use a special form of weapon. Ward showed Idle his spear. Its point appeared to be made from a green translucent material. This was forged with an ore we call Immel, which can be found throughout the Cannon Islands. Its strength and resilience surpasses that of any metal brought here by the Irigians. Willow was able to defeat that monster because the tip of the arrow she fired was made of the same material. Had Adel not weakened at first, however, I would not have been able to do so. I've never heard of someone who was able to overpower such a beast without a weapon made of Immel. You must be very strong, Adel. Adel, I have something I wish to discuss with you. Come with me to my room. Uncle? You can't still be... I'll be speaking to him as chief of this village. No reason to be concerned. Come with me. I should be worried. I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Well, regardless of what it may be, I don't think you have anything to worry about. After all, you're the man who risked his life to save Isha. How can he possibly think less of you now? True. Thank you for coming. I have much I wish to discuss with you. But first, I must give you my thanks. Thank you for saving Isha's life. She and Ola were my younger brother's children. They're both deeply important to me. Regrettably, he lost his life defending this village against the wandering calamities. It's been 10 years since then. If not for you, one of his daughters may have met that same terrible fate. Truly, I cannot thank you enough. I realize it may not be easy to do so, but I ask you to forgive my previous behavior towards you. Chief Ward bowed deeply to Adel. To think you're the only second Irigian whom I've taken an interest in. The majority care for only themselves, disrespecting the spirits and seeking to upset the peace of this land. Excuse me. I didn't call you here to impose upon you my views. I assume that you remember the stone wall in the fountain on the prayer's northern side. That was where the monster that you fought emerged from. And, as luck would have it, an underground path was sitting on the other side. It was built in ancient times and extends well below the ocean depths, connecting us to Cannon Island. Now, my question to you is this. Do you intend to use the path to travel to Cannon Island? I'm sure. I suspected that you would. To recall, however, your sword is broken during the battle of the Wandering Calamity, was it not? In that case, I ask that you take this. The Liv Arts. This is a sword crafted from Emil, and will grant you the power of the spirits. Furthermore, tempering it will allow you to use a number of skills in magic. I believe a swordsman as skilled as yourself will have no trouble learning to use it to its full potential. I hesitate to ask for anything in return, but if you were able to reach Cannon Island, would you consider searching for our mirror? We call it the Mirror of Zem. It is a white mirror which has been passed down from priestess to priestess. It was stolen from the altar in our home a month ago. On the same day, the suspension bridge was felled. I think it wrong to blame the Origines prematurely, but we've already searched the island from one end to the other. Thus, I do believe the chances of it being on Cannon Island are high. Who knows that you go out of your way to find it, but would you keep that thought at the back of your mind during your travels? Take care when traveling through the passage. Oh, once you reach the town, might I trouble you two? No, it's nothing. Forget that I spoke. What do you want, bro? Alright, don't tell me. Alright, just make sure did you equip the sword, bro? He did. Ooh, nice and shiny blue. Orc blue. You know what? I don't even have armor on. I should go buy that. Let's do that first, actually. Well, let's talk to him. Well, she's not here. Are you over here? There you are. Recognize that sword of yours, I see. So that's what he wanted to discuss. You intend on leaving us then? Adel nodded and explained that he was planning to travel to Cannon Island via an underground passage. I know the one. It was originally built for followers of Alma. They would use it for their pilgrimage to her final resting place, Zemeth Island. I do vaguely recall there being an entrance to Cannon Island somewhere along it, so you should be able to get there. I'm worried though. You've only just defeated that monster. Surely you should rest here a while longer. Is there really no change in your mind? Then at least allow me to give you this. Take care, Adel, and may the blessings of Alma always be with you. Oh, whoops, nearly forgot to ask. To reach the town, could I trouble you to meet with a redheaded boy named He's my uncle's son. My cousin, in other words. He's currently studying under a Norwegian scholar, but ever since the bridge fell, we haven't been able to contact him. Uncle hasn't been stubborn as he ever was, but I know that he's very worried about him. If you could just confirm that he's well, that would be more than enough. Got it, babe. What do we pick up? Max HP plus 5. See that emits a faint light. Raises the vitality of a user. Fuck yeah, bro. What's this one? That's the herb. That's the good. Is the other chick in here? I call her a chick, but she's like a fucking kid. Isha. Hey there, Adel. I heard you beat that wandering calamity before the chief and my brother could even get to it. Is that true? If it is, you really are something. I'm amazing. Our grandmother, she said to take care of anything you have that needs mending. I thought I was dreaming for a second. She's never said anything like that about an Norwegian before. Never. It's because I'm that special. Do you need something, young man? I've been told that you were the one who saved Isha. Alright. Perfect. But you guys aren't mending shit for me. Well, he's not here either. Why does he always have to be such a pain? Is she looking for you, bro? My sister's always telling me that I need to help with this and that. She's worse than her mom. Can't take it anymore. I heard you were the one who fought the wandering calamity to protect little Isha. Who would have known this and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I saved the girl. So do you else want to give me something special? Huh? Where did mommy go? So that all the gods and the spirits. Normally my wife Winika would help me with my work as a craftsman, but she's not the most cut out for it, to say the least. At the moment I believe she's out helping Sola instead. But do I? Winika came over to help us out. I wish I could learn how to cook. Every time I try to help at home, I end up messing up. In the end, my father-in-law told me to come here and practice for a while. Oh, if it isn't Mr. Hero himself. Everyone's saying you fought a wandering calamity and without a weapon made from an Emma like that. Unbelievable. It's plain to see why you're at the top of the village right now. It's because my heroic duties and my manly jaw. Sold out. Maybe like 3 of those just in case. I'm good on the health. Whoops, quit. Okay. Oh, journey begins. Time to find that underground path.